Hi, welcome to the June 2022 predictions, where I tell you what to expect in the month of June, blessings, challenges, that good stuff. So here we go over the options. Option number 1 is the Tarot of the Golden Wheel, which looks like this. Option number 2 is the Arcanum Tarot, which looks like this. Option number 3 is the Dreaming Way Tarot, and it looks like this. And for option number 4, we have my Everyday Witch Tarot, which looks like this. Take a little bit of time to go over the options, and when you have chosen what option to go with, click the timestamp in the description box below to fast forward to your reading to see what is going to happen for you in the month of June. Hi, pile number 1, you chose the Tarot of the Golden Wheel. This is one of my most recent decks that I acquired, so let's take a look at the energy that you are bringing into the month of June. To get started with, I have the card, the Emperor. The Emperor is a card that indicates you being way more in control of your life than maybe you've previously been. The Emperor, I definitely see the Emperor as being in control, being a leader, whether that is being in control over your own life, or maybe you've recently gotten a higher position at your job, or your job, if you have your own business, maybe it's been doing much better and you feel much more in control and much more of a leader person, maybe within your career or within your life in general. Maybe things are going a bit smoother now. I definitely feel like you have more control over what is going on instead of what is going on having control over you. So I definitely feel that that is the energy that you are bringing into the month of June. So let's take a look at what blessings you can expect in the month of June. I have the King of Swords. This is a card of authority, or I see it as a card of authority. So definitely having that Emperor energy, you're bringing that into the month of June, and it's going to be a blessing if you play your cards right, if you play the situation right, and if you stay in control and keep being level-headed. Like the Emperor card is associated with the sign of Aries, so don't get hot-headed, but definitely use that passion behind what you are doing, that interest, that motivation to drive you, and to again keep level-headed, because the King of Swords is in control, possesses the air qualities, the air sign qualities, the element of air qualities. And that is logic, thinking, communication. So those are going to be really, really important for you to keep that position of authority. And it doesn't have to be that you are someone's boss. Maybe you are, but it doesn't have to be that. The King of Swords is more than the Queen of Swords, where it's about, to me, about more making decisions and being unbiased. This is, the King of Swords is also fair. But I feel like the way that it's going to play out for you in a month of June is being in authority almost over yourself. Instead of someone else being an authority figure over you, it's going to be really important how you are an authority figure over other people. And I don't know if that makes sense for you. Maybe for some of you it will. So yeah, let's see if there's something else that we can see as a blessing for you in the month of June. Here I have the Three of Wands, seeing progress. So I don't know what you've been doing, where you are feeling in control, but I am getting a lot of positive energy here. The Three of Wands is about seeing progress, making progress mostly. It's about doing the thing, going out there and doing the thing. So maybe previously you have been in a little bit more of a passive state, and you're slowly right now starting to become active again with that Emperor energy, bringing that into the month of June. But with the Three of Wands as a blessing, I definitely get this idea that you are doing the thing, you're going out there. Just look at this card. I'm trying not to blur my focus, but yeah, going out there, being positive. We have that very yellow, fun, bright coloring on the card. So that is immediately the energy that I'm picking up on. Doing the thing, being active, going out there and just pursuing whatever you feel motivated about. So let's see, what are some challenges that you're going to come across? I have the High Priestess. Maybe even though things are going well, you might have some doubts about your intuition. The High Priestess is my intuition, my spirituality card. Maybe you haven't been as in touch with your spirituality, or it's just not, or it hasn't been a focus in the month of June, or it's not going to be a focus in the month of June because you're doing so many other things, it's going to be important to keep connected with your intuition if that is something that is important to you, to keep connected to your spirituality, to your intuition, and to not sort of brush it aside if it is something that is important to you. Something else we can see with the High Priestess is guarding something. You can tell here in this card, okay, I am going to shift the focus because I want to show you. In the card here, you can see that she is guarding something. I don't know what she is guarding. It's like some sacred knowledge or something. So it could be that there's something that you need to do, or the challenge is going to be that you don't have all the answers, or that someone is trying to keep answers from you. It's not necessarily the same as with the Moon card, which to me really is about secrets, but this is more about answers. To me, it feels like. Again, I don't know if that makes sense for you. I hope it does, but that is what I'm feeling here with the High Priestess. Let's see if I can see another challenge for you in the month of June. I have the Devil. You can see this in so many different ways. The Devil can be a temptation, it can be a distraction. So make sure that whatever you're doing, don't get distracted from the thing that I saw here with the Emperor, King of Swords, and the Three of Wands, where you're making progress. Don't get sidetracked into something else that is just not as important, that you already have decided is not your priority. Don't try to not get sidetracked. Or maybe this is represents a person who feels like you're doing too well, and they how do I want to say this? Like jealousy. This is someone who's gonna suck energy from you. This is someone who is not worthy of your time, but this is someone who sees how good you are having it and how amazing you are doing, and they feel miserable, and they sort of, misery loves company, and they sort of want to take you down with them, but you shouldn't let it. Basically, you shouldn't let it. Let's see, what else do I want to know? I just want to know whatever it is that you still need to know for the month of June that we haven't gotten out of these cards yet. What is it that you have to know still? I have the Page of Cups. Be open-minded. Open-minded might be more the Page of Swords, but I still feel it here in the Page of Cups. Open yourself up to new experiences. Open yourself up to new emotions. Maybe you're gonna meet someone who's gonna who you're gonna have a lot of fun with. Not necessarily for the long term, but it's about being a little bit more curious in the romantic way as well. Whether or not you are in a relationship, I feel like that is gonna be important for you. And then I also have the Two of Swords, which to me is about making decisions, not knowing everything about the decision. This card specifically looks to be a little bit more negative. I'm quite new working with this deck, but here I see a person kneeling down beside two swords in the ground. So it's like both options aren't great. So if there's a decision that you have been trying to make, know that there is no best option. It doesn't mean that either option is bad, but it also means that neither option is necessarily great. So maybe there's a third option that you didn't know about that could indicate the High Priestess, the not having all the answers. But it could also just be that you're gonna have to swallow it and just make do with what is available right now. So, pile number 1, this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're looking forward to June. Book a personal tarot reading with me if you would like to. Links are always in the description box below. Subscribe to this channel for more pick a card readings. And I just want to thank you so much for watching. Bye! Hi, pile number 2, you chose the Arcanum Tarot. This one is wonderfully glossy, but it's also really, really beautiful. I haven't really worked with this deck yet, so you're actually going to be the first one that I'm going to do a reading for with this deck. So let's start with what energy you are going to bring into the month of June. We're starting with the Wheel. Are you on a roll? That is the first thing that sort of comes to mind. But the Wheel Fortune indicates fortune. It indicates luck. I feel, especially here, because I sort of thought being on a roll, things are going smoothly, things are going well. It's similar to pile number 1. So maybe you were deciding between number 1 and 2. I definitely see things going smoothly, things sort of are going its way. You've definitely worked hard to be where you are, but things, I don't want to say that they fell into your lap but they fell into place is what I'm thinking. They fell into place, you've worked really hard, and now you're reaping the benefits. So that is what I'm getting here with the wheel. So let's take a look at what your blessings are in the month of June. Blessings. The first is the 6 of Pentacles. So there's a balance, or there's going to be a balance within receiving or giving. If right now you feel like you're more giving than receiving, then there's going to be a shift of balance in there in the month of June, but also the other way around. If you feel like you've mainly been receiving but not really giving as much, then there's going to be opportunities for you to give a little bit more the month of June. It could be that if you are in debt to people, then you're going to have the opportunity to sort of pay them back. Or if people are in debt to you, then they're going to pay you back, or there are going to be opportunities for them to pay you back. So that is sort of what I'm feeling here with the 6 of Pentacles. It's about a balance between giving and receiving. So yeah, let's see what else we can get for you for a blessing for the month of June. I have the Page of Wands. So something is going to spark your interest, something is going to spark your passion, and you're just going to want to work, and you're going to, like, if this thing that you're on a roll with, I don't know if it is in life in general, in your relationship, in your career, maybe a little bit of a combination of everything, because usually you feel when something is going well for you in one way of life, then it sort of trickles down into your other parts of your life because of your attitude. And I feel like you're going to see a shift. I don't know if you necessarily have a bad attitude right now. I don't think so. But if you have been a little bit on the fence almost about your mindset, I don't know how to explain that, because sometimes when things go well, we are still so prepared for if something bad is going to happen. But I feel like there's going to be a shift for you, and you're going to be more open-minded, more positively minded with the Page of Wands, and being interested in trying out new things and just experimenting a little bit, maybe with new hobbies or just new things. You're going to be more open-minded to try new things in the month of June. There are going to be opportunities for you to do so. Let's take a look at what some challenges are for you. Try to not take on too much, okay? We have the 10 of Wands here. Like I said, this deck is wonderfully glossy. The 10 of Wands here indicates or shows us overwhelm. And this is what happens when we take on too much. So it's the Page of Wands energy that wants to try a lot of new things and experiment, but try to not take on too many new things and try to do too many things, even though you're excited about it and it's going to be a lot of fun. Even doing a lot of fun things can still be overwhelming, and it can still make you feel like you are carrying a lot, so to speak. Let's see what else is going to be a challenge for you in the month of June. I have the Chariot. Interesting, because I just said we had the Wheel, which to me is about fortune and luck and things going smoothly. And we have the Page of Wands being interested and excited in multiple things. But then we have the Chariot. And to me, this is about your drive, about moving forward, about pushing through almost a little bit. And this is going to be your challenge. So maybe even though you are excited about a lot of things, maybe a challenge that you're going to run into is to actually have the motivation to pick one and to move forward with that. So it's almost the other side of when you are excited about a lot of things. First of all, don't take on too much, but then also it's going to be a challenge to just pick one and to move forward with that one instead of trying to do a couple of different things and overwhelming yourself with that. You are advised to take a thing and to run with that, even though that is going to be challenging. That is sort of what I'm getting here. And it can be about a job, it could be about a person, friendship, relationship wise, or just a hobby, a passion, an interest. something that you're doing. So that is what I'm getting here. Let's see what final messages we can get for you. Did you see that? Did I catch that on camera? I just dropped all my cards. Any other messages for pile number 2 for the month of June? I have the 10 of Pentacles. There are going to be some amazing opportunities for you for long-term gains, for long-term goals, maybe even for a long time for your finances. If you are trying to maybe look for a job, there could be some opportunities there. Or if you are looking for a relationship, you're gonna at least figure out what it is that you are looking for the long term. So maybe you're not necessarily gonna find the job or the person that you're gonna be with long term, but definitely figure out what it is that you want long term. So your desires, more like that, with the 10 of Pentacles. That it could also indicate for some of you a financial, like, what is the opposite of setback? Opportunity, abundance, that. Let's see what else I can get for you. I have the Page of Cups, opening yourself up to love, opening yourself up to new experiences, and emotionally too, because I feel like the Page of Wands is more about opening yourself up to experiences, and Page of Cups is more opening yourself up to emotions and to people and to experiencing things, maybe. And then I also have the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man, to me, I was just sort of looking at, what am I looking at? Because I'm sort of new at this deck. So I got distracted. Anyway, the Hanged Man is a card of perspective. It's a card of calm after the storm. So if recently things have been going really, really quickly, it is okay if things slow down a little this month. It's going to be helpful for you regarding your challenge with the 10 of Wands. But also make sure that you don't slow down so much that your challenge is going to be the Chariot card, with the not even being able to move forward. It's going to be good to see things from a different perspective, and I think you're going to learn a lot from that. But make sure that you are still moving forward and that things are still going to happen, and that things, even though they can slow down, they don't have to pause. So that is what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments down below. You can book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me through the link in the description box below. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more pick a card readings like this. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. You chose the Dreaming Way Tarot. It's always funny to me how the backs do not match the fronts. Anyway, let's get started with the energy that you are bringing into the month of June. I'm starting with the 3 of Cups. I don't know if you recently made some friends, or you recently joined a community, or you're just feeling really connected to a certain friend group or friend or community. That is definitely the energy that you are bringing in. The 3 of Cups, to me, like I said, is about friendship, about community, but it's about not being alone, but having people to share things with. And the 3 of Cups, the cup suit, regards your emotions. So definitely feeling a strong emotional connection to this person or to these people, in a platonic way. Definitely in a platonic way is what I'm getting here. So that is super fun. Yeah, let's see what, oh, I didn't even ask a question yet, so I don't need a card. Your blessings. What are gonna be your blessings for the month of June? I have the Death card. You're gonna shed some things you no longer need, whether that is literally like decluttering your closet, decluttering any items that need decluttering. It could be like that. It could be once you have found who your true friends are, you can let go of those who are not your true friends. It doesn't have to be that you totally cut them off, but it's also like you don't have to put a lot of energy into them, and maybe they are like energy sucking type of people, and you can just no longer allow them to do that and still be friendly with them, but just not in a way where it's gonna suck energy out of you. Another blessing is the 8 of Wands. So things, I don't know what this is gonna be in regards of. but things are going to move quickly. The Eight of Wands is about fast movement. It's about momentum as well. So once you feel like you are sort of moving forward, I don't know if this is going to be energy that you're already sort of bringing into June. It could be, but it could also be something that feels slow right now. It's definitely going to pick up speed in the month of June with the Eight of Wands. It can be quick developments, so receiving news as well that are going to make things go quickly. So that is what I'm getting here with the Eight of Wands. Things are moving forward, things are moving quickly. I'm dropping a card. So yeah, let's move forward with your challenges for the month. I have the Magician. You're finding it hard to figure out what your talents are, what it is that you want to take action in. It's hard to me with this card because it could be about so many different things. So many different things could be challenging. First thing that comes to mind, the Magician card corresponds astrologically with Mercury, and Mercury is retrograde right now. And since I pulled the Magician for your challenge, I am gonna look at it in reverse. So I don't know if Mercury retrograde is hitting you particularly hard. It isn't for me. I'm crossing my fingers. But maybe Mercury retrograde is gonna hit you hard or has been hitting you hard. And I don't know by head when it's gonna get out of retrograde, but it definitely will have a shadow period as well after it has gone direct. So maybe there's going to be some challenges for you in regards to that. Maybe take a look at where Mercury is in your birth chart to see where the challenges are really going to show up for you. It could also just have to be with communication because that is what Mercury is associated with, and that is also what I sort of associate the Magician with. I mostly associate the Magician card with inspired action and taking inspired action. So maybe you haven't been feeling inspired at all. And definitely feel like once you get over this block, once you get over this challenge that the Magician shows you, I feel like once you get over it, then the Eight of Wands is going to kick in and things are going to start to move quickly. And maybe the Magician card, I don't know how this connects, and it might not connect for some of you, but I feel like the Magician in reverse is the obstacle. The Death card, shedding, changing things around, is the solution, and the Eight of Wands is what happens after. That is sort of the idea that I'm getting here, at least for some of you. So that could be it. So let's see what another challenge we can get for you for the month of June. The Four of Cups. This is about being bored, about not really knowing how to move forward, but also not really doing anything about it. It's about being passive, or I'm seeing it as being passive, about not being satisfied with where you are, and sort of that being passive. But because it is a challenge, I'm seeing it as that, even though usually I would see challenge card as reversed. But I feel like the upright sort of already tells a story, if that makes sense. So let's see, what is it that another message that you need to know for the month of June. For pile number 3, I have the Three of Swords. This is about heartbreak. This is about pain. This can... Mostly I associate this with old pain, so things that have happened in the past that have hurt you, that you are bringing into the present, that it doesn't help holding on to this pain. And maybe this is the pain that, or the part of your life that the Death card talks about with shedding it. So with moving on from this old pain, no longer holding on to it. With here in the Three of Swords, we see, let me focus, because what we see here is a person being stabbed by 3 swords, but there's no blood. So yeah, the pain is still there, but it's no longer bleeding. So I know that sounds a little weird maybe, but what I feel that means is that it is time to get over it right now. You can still allow yourself to be hurt over it, but don't let it stop you from moving forward, is what I'm getting here. So let's see what other message I can get for pile number 3. I have the High Priestess card. For some of you, spirituality is going to be really important in the month of June. I see the High Priestess mostly for spirituality, but also about intuition and finding the answers. So if there's something that you feel really uncertain about, I feel like some of you are going to get the answers or going to get really close to the answers in the month of June. So, pile number 3, this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments down below how it resonated with you. Book a personal tarot reading with me if you enjoyed this. I would love to work together with you. Link is in the description box. And subscribe to this channel if you want to see more pick card readings like this. I do them all the time. For now, thank you so much for watching and hope to see you next time. Bye! Hi, pile number 4, you chose the Everyday Witch Tarot deck. This is definitely the most fun tarot deck out of all the options, isn't it? So let's take a look at the energy that you are bringing into the month of June. The Nine of Pentacles, we're starting off strong. The Nine of Pentacles is being satisfied within your job right now, within your career, your finances, or just being comfortable in your physical body as well. That is also a thing that I associate with the Pentacles suit, your health or just your physical body, where you are feeling content. You're content with where you are right now. Like you're not necessarily where you always want to be long term, but you've already come a long way. And it's time to be proud of yourself, of how far you've come. So, let's see what the blessings are going to be for the month of June for you, pile number 4. Your blessings. I have the 3 of Wands. You're going to move forward. You're making progress. You've chosen what it is that you want to do and you are moving forward with it. Maybe you have been planning something for a long time and you're finally taking action on it. The 3 of Wands is definitely a card that shows that you have taken action. At least it is to me. It's about going out there and just doing the thing. So that is a great blessing that you're not sitting still. You're doing things that matter to you is what I'm getting here. And then I have the King of Cups. Ooh, this could indicate a person, a King of Cups person, someone who you feel a very emotional, strong connection with. It could also be you being that emotionally stable person that maybe you haven't always been able to be, but it's going to be really necessary for you to be emotionally stable. And once you feel like you can be that, and I definitely feel like you're in a headspace with the Nine of Pentacles, where you can be that King of Cups person to, it's almost like emotionally stable is what I'm feeling. I feel like that is one that sort of sticks out the most, and that's gonna be a blessing for you. So we're gonna look at challenges next, but I definitely feel like throughout the challenges, you're gonna be emotionally level-headed. So to not get super angry, to not get super sad, there are gonna be some situations that maybe are trying to poke at you and try to annoy you, try to anger or sadden you. And I think that you're going to be able to be emotionally stable throughout all of it. I don't know why I feel like emotionally stable is the thing that stands out most to me with the King of Cups, but it is. So let's take a look at what your challenges are. The Hanged Man. So to me, the Hanged Man is about the calm after the storm. It's about and you can literally see a storm passing through behind them. It's about slowing down, taking a break. But with the Hanged Man, you need, as a challenge, you need to be careful to not slow down too much. When you look at things from a different perspective, which is something that I also associate with the Hanged Man, but to not lose your own perspective. So maybe there are some things that you are trying to see a different perspective of, just so you'll know all the sides, but don't forget to keep in mind how you feel and how you see things. That's going to be really important for you. So if there's someone who's trying to make you see things from their perspective, that's okay, but don't lose your own thoughts and your own, I don't know why I want to say individuality, but it's your own, what is the word? Just don't forget your own, if that makes sense. So let's see what other challenge I can get for you. Pile number 4, 10 of Cups. Don't lose don't get out of touch, like don't lose touch with the people that you truly care about. So I definitely feel and see that you have a lot going on. You definitely feel satisfied with where you are right now. There are going to be some challenges. You're doing your thing. But don't forget that you have people that you love and who love you. And don't forget to stay in touch with them. Maybe you haven't been in touch with them for a while and you feel like it's gonna be time to get back in touch with them. It could be that, what else could it be? Maybe you've been fighting, and if they wanna say sorry, then maybe you are encouraged to hear them out. Of course, the situation is different for everybody. So this might not be a message for all of you, but maybe it might be a message for some of you. So let's see what other messages I can get for you. Pile number 4 for the month of June. I have the Queen of Wands, being confident, being in your power, being strong, and staying true to who you are, being that confident, fun person, doing the things that you want to do, but also not letting people walk all over you, and to stay true to who you really are. That is the Queen of Wands energy that I am getting here. And then, oh, I'm dropping another card. I've already dropped so many cards. The Fool. Don't be afraid to, how do I want to say this? Take risks, but not necessarily take risks just for the sake of taking risks, but do something that makes you happy. Do something fun. It's like fun risks in that way, and not dangerous risks. I definitely feel like maybe you haven't playing it really safe lately, and maybe the Nine of Pentacles is more about being in your comfort zone, and maybe the Fool here encourages you to, even though you still need to be true to who you are with the Queen of Wands, to also sort of get a little bit out of your comfort zone and do something that you normally wouldn't do. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. That's where I want to leave it for you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope the reading resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments down below how it resonated with you. If you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me, you can do so through the link in the description box below. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more pick a card readings like this. But for now, thank you so much for watching and hope to see you next time. Bye!